Hi, welcome to Host Brother channel. Today I'll be talking about the movie The Menu. This movie is about the foodie Tyler Lefort and his date Margot Mills travels by boat to Houghton, an exclusive restaurant owned and operated by celebrity chef Julian Slowik, located on a private island. The other guests attending the dinner are Lillian Bloom, a food critic, her editor Ted, a wealthy regulars, Richard and Anne LeBrand, washed-up movie star Josh and his personal assistant Felicity, business partners Soren, Dave and Bryce, and Slowik's alcoholic mother. The group is given a tour of the island by the restaurant manager Elsa, who knows that Margot was not Tyler's designated guest for the evening. Dinner begins and Chef Slowik introduces a series of courses, delivering increasingly unsettling monologues about each dish. For the third course, uncomfortable truths about each guest ranging from affairs to embezzlement are exposed via laser-printed images on tortillas. For the fourth course, a sous chef kills himself in front of the guests, causing panic, but the staff make it clear no one may leave by cutting off one of Richard's fingers. Houghton's angel investor, to whom Slowik had to relinquish ownership of the restaurant to stay afloat during COVID-19 pandemic, is then drowned. For the fifth course, which begins with Slowik allowing himself to be stabbed by a female employee whom he sexually harassed, the female guest continues to dine while the male guests are given the chance to escape the island. But Slowik's staff catch all of the men and present them with another dish. Slowik explains each guest was invited because they either contributed to him losing his passion for his craft or because they make a living off exploiting the work of artisans and workers like him and his team. He announces that everyone present will be dead by the end of the night. Since Margot's presence was unplanned, Slowik privately gives her the choice of dying either with the staff or the guests, but he refuses to let her live. Margot is unmasked as an escort who has served Richard LeBrand and whose real name is Erin. Slowik reveals that Tyler was invited to the dinner months in advance and informed the guests will be killed. Despite this, Tyler was so zealous in his desire to participate in Slowik's craft that he kept the secret and hired Margot to replace his ex-girlfriend for the evening because Houghton did not offer seating for parties of one. Slowik humiliates Tyler by forcing him to cook and insulting his food, then orders Tyler to be hanged himself. Margot discovers his body. Slowik asks Margot to collect a barrel needed for the dessert. En route, Margot sneaks into Slowik's house, only to be attacked by a jealous Elsa. Margot kills Elsa in self-defense by stabbing her in the neck. After seeing a framed Employee of the Month award showing Slowik as a young and happy cook at the Greasy Spoon Diner, Margot finds a radio, calls for help and returns to the restaurant with the barrel. A Coast Guard officer arrives from his boat, but after the guests convinced they have been saved, gotcha! He reveals himself to be in-line cook in disguise and returns to the kitchen. As dessert being prepared, Margot mocks Slowik's dishes and loveless cooking and complains that she is still hungry. When Slowik asks what she would like to eat, Margot requests a cheeseburger and fries. Moved by her humble request, Slowik does so, finding joy in creating the dish, and after she orders for a takeaway, he and the staff allow her to leave. Margot takes the Coast Guard boat dock nearby and escapes the island. The last dessert is an elevated Ashmore dish. The staff cover the floor with crushed graham crackers and adorn the guests with stoves made of marshmallows and hats made of chocolate. Slowik then sets the restaurant ablaze, detonating the barrel and killing the guests, staff, and himself. As Margot watches the explosion from the boat, she unpacks her cheeseburger and takes a bite, and uses a copy of the menu to wipe her mouth. So the moral of the story is never go to an island with someone you just met, else you'll be in deep shit situation.